No, I'm about to go in. Tell me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back. So they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are sick of wasting money on packs, go check out my sponsor. They offer the cheapest and most reliable way to buy coins straight from the source. Use code MAZE at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, I'm going over what might be the best defense in Madden at the moment. And yes, it is a disengage blitz. I posted a disengage blitz a couple weeks ago and it got patched. And we thought that was the end of the disengage blitzes, but we're back. And there are so many more disengage blitzes in the game. I have a weird feeling they're going to patch it like today. I'm going to post this video, and then 2 hours later, they're going to have a patch out for the disengage blitz. But if they don't, you guys can use this in Weekend League because I know people are going to use it on you. So feel free to do it. You don't need to feel bad. I've been playing games online, and so many people, everyone's running a disengage blitz, and they're all the same. The adjustments are like fucking identical. So here's to hoping they patch it before Weekend League because I do not want to be playing this all weekend. But as always, before we get into the video, we're going to go over the best and worst comment of the day. The best comment of the day coming from Jack Posey, who said, when you're in online school and Maze posts at the perfect time. Jack, I'm glad I could help you. To all my Zoom brothers out there who have online classes right now and are struggling a little bit, I'm right there with you. All right. And the worst comment of the day coming from John Nat. He said, hey, California Cowboy, can you teach me how to grow my forehead? Currently, I'm at 5 inches. Looking to compete with your 10-incher. Any info will help. Somebody get John Nat get the fuck out of here, John. It's not even 10 inches. It's like 6 tops. Getting into the defense, before we get into it, I want to let you guys know I am in the 4-6 alternate playbook. This is a playbook I'm running online, and I'm using the Rams for no reason, but I'm not in the Rams defensive playbook. I am in the 4-6 alternate playbook, and I'm actually going to be showing you multiple disengage blitzes today. One of them better than the other. They're both good for different things, but one of them is the best disengage in the game, and the other one is good for a different reason, but it's not as good in terms of like a nano blitz. We're going to start off with the better of the two blitzes. This one is probably the best blitz in the game, but there is an Achilles heel, and the problem with this blitz is it's in 3-4, and so you got a very heavy personnel. Most people online right now are running 6 DBs every time, 6+ DBs, 6 or 7, whether that's out of nickel, dime, or dollar. They're going to be running a ton of DBs on the field for the coverage aspect. Linebackers are very bad in coverage this year, so when you're running a 3-4 bear, the blitz is amazing, but the coverage behind it is not going to be as good because you're using linebackers. So that is a problem with this blitz, so keep that in mind. This is not something you're going to want to run every single play because your opponent is going to be able to dot it and move the ball eventually. If you guys watched my last video, I did run this a couple times, but I sprinkled it in there. You know, if you haven't ran it yet and you come up on a 4th down, run this, and you'll probably get a disengaged sack. And it's a great way to, you know, catch your opponent off guard, get that pressure, and, you know, get off the field. So, really, you could use any play here, but the best one is going to be cover 3, and that's because there's 3 people rushing, and you're only going to want 3 people rushing out of any disengage blitz. It works a lot better if you only have 3 rushers. So, we're just going to call the cover 3 out of 3-4 bear, and again, this is going to be probably the best disengage blitz in the game right now. We're going to come out on offense in just a random shotgun play with nobody blocking. So, this is what your defense looks like when you come out. And I want to let you guys know every single disengage blitz in the game right now is essentially the same. They're almost identical. The adjustments are so similar. So if I tell you the adjustments to this one, you guys can run it out of other formations and find other disengage blitzes. They're all the same. And there's only 3 rushers. So this is what your play looks like. The adjustments for this blitz are as follows. To start, you're going to pinch your entire team. That is going to be R1 or right bumper, and then left stick down. That is going to pinch everybody, you know, bring your line, bring your corners down, all that good stuff. Then you are going to crash your D-line inside or down, and that is going to be left on the D-pad, right stick down, slant inside, right? So that's what your play art looks like. Final step is to QB contain, and your disengage is set up. Now, most disengages will not come in like this alone. You're going to need to QB spy the right side lineman, and that is going to be double tap. That's technically a linebacker, so double tap right on the D-pad, take that right linebacker, put him in a QB spy. All right, now I don't know if it's going to come in because it is a little inconsistent, and usually if you do the adjustments really slow, it doesn't come in, but let's find out here. And you see it freaking came in beautifully. All 3 guys disengaged, and that's what makes this one so good. Now, you might be thinking, that's a lot of adjustments. I don't know if I can do that. But trust me, you can do it. I'm going to show you how fast you can do it in 3, 2, 1. Done. It's all set up. Your defense is set up. And then with your zone drops, you can change your zone drops to whatever you want. You can, hard flat this side, Mabel that side. Do whatever you want in your coverage, but then when you hike the ball, and, it actually didn't come in that time. And that's the problem, is that disengage blitzes are not consistent. So, especially if you wait. So, if you set it up and then you're waiting there for a while, it might not come in. So, I'm going to set it up again fast and then hike the ball fast. Set up and then hike the ball. And you see, when you do it fast like that, it comes in a little bit better. But it's inconsistent, and that's why you can't run this every time. Now, you're only blitzing 3, so you got 8 guys in coverage behind you. If you want to use your free safety, that might be even better. But overall, you got great coverage, so you don't need to worry about it too bad. The only issue is linebackers are in coverage. So if your opponent, if it doesn't come in and your opponent has time, he's going to dot you. So I'm going to go over some coverage behind this and what you can do to make it better. I already mentioned mabling, and mabling is when you have a hard flat and a curl flat on the same side. You have a shallow flat and a deeper flat, one to stop any flat checkdowns, one to stop crossers and corners and stuff like that. So when we set up the blitz, we're going to, pinch your team, crash down, QB contain, and spy that outside guy. Right, so that's what the defense is going to look like base. But because this here checking down is so good, I would highly recommend mabling at least one side. So what that means is you can shade down and then just put that guy in a curl flat. Now you got both flats on the left covered. You got a guy in the middle, and then you can use this free safety here and do whatever you want with that. But I think mabling is going to be your best bet in terms of coverage. You can also mabel both sides, play super aggressive, and then come down here like this and just use the middle. But that's, again, a little bit more risky because you're going to be giving up deep. But the whole point of this is to disengage. So when you hike the ball, those guys hopefully are just going to disengage like they did right there. Now, in order to stop and disengage blitz, all you got to do is just kind of mess around with your slide protection and who you're double teaming. And they're already inconsistent enough. But once you kind of slide protect or double team, like here, I'll set it up right now. It's all set up. And then on offense, I'm just going to slide protect left. All right, I just slid protect left. And we'll see if it stops it. And look at that. It stopped the disengage blitz. These aren't really that difficult to stop. And it's so inconsistent already that once you kind of figure out what works to stop it, whether that's sliding towards your running back and double teaming the end or double teaming somebody, you're going to figure it out. The issue is that most people don't really even notice that it's a disengage blitz. They kind of think you're just getting block sheds. They're like, oh my god, this D tackle's block shedding and destroying my center. My center fucking sucks. No, he's running a disengage blitz. And then they never try to slide protect. They double team the wrong guy. But if you want to stop it, just mess around with your opponent and see what works and what doesn't, and you'll figure it out very soon. Now, the next disengage blitz I'm going to show you is a lot more popular, and I think that's because you can have 6 DBs on the field, meaning you have amazing coverage behind the blitz, and if the blitz comes in, great. If not, you have great coverage. So it's going to be out of 4-6 bear under. Now, you can't actually sub in the DBs like this, but what you can do, you can go to 4-6 normal, speed package. That puts in 6 DBs on the field in 4-6. And then what you're going to do is audible to 4-6 bear under. And you can really call any play out of 4-6 bear under. The one that probably works best is cover 1 and cover 2 press. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cover 1 as my audible. It says my square audible. I just replaced cover 2 man with cover 1. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to come out in 4-6 normal speed package. That way we have all our DBs we want on the field. And then let me actually call my offensive play. I'm just going to call the exact same play. And then when we audible, we're in 4-6 bear under now. You just press square and take your D-pad to the left. 4-6 bear under. And you got cover 1. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now, we're going to do pretty much the exact same adjustments. We're going to pinch our entire team. We're going to crash everybody inside. Now, here's the problem. You have 2 guys now on the outside, so you're going to have to adjust those accordingly. So, QB spy on the right once again, and then QB contain. And now, this one is a little different. What you're going to have to do with this one, because it's worse, is you're going to have to send your spy right after they disengage. And once you send that spy, you click your spy, they're gonna come free. Now, the issue is, and it happened on this play, and this is something you need to be very, very careful of, because this will make you give up a lot of touchdowns, is I sent my spy, but watch what happened. So these guys engage with their blockers. And actually, no, never mind. That did, wait. Yeah, so it sent the guy who was manned up. This guy was manned up on the running back. It didn't send my spy. It sends whoever's closest to the quarterback. And I guess it decided that when I clicked the stick in, 59 was the closest to the quarterback, and that left the running back uncovered. So that's something you need to be very careful of, is that when you send your spy, sometimes if it's right after the snap, it's going to send somebody who's already in coverage. So once again, you're going to audible over. This time we're going to call the cover 2 press. All right, so that's what it looks like now. And then you're going to pinch your team, crash inside, put the right side lineman in a QB spy, and QB contain. And that is the blitz. Hike it. And see, that time it didn't come in. So that is the issue with this blitz, is it's a lot more inconsistent. It does not come in consistently. I'm going to try to get it to come in again, though. We're going to audible to cover 1, pinch, crash, QB contain, put that guy in. That's what it looks like. Boom. There we go. Right as we sent the spy, you see they get disengaged. And once again, I'm going to go over the replay to show you this won't come in unless you send your spy right as they engage the tackle. It's a very timing-based blitz. So once again, you're going to see right as it happens, they engage their blockers. Nobody's coming free. Nobody's coming free. Nobody's coming free. Then right as I hit go, and see again, it didn't even send my spy. It sent 25, who was manned up on 87. It sent the wrong guy once again, and but the blitz came in, which was good. I'm going to show you a workaround to this. So once again, we're going to get in this cover 2 press. We're going to pinch everybody, crash our D line, put the outside guy in a zone this time. We're not going to put him in a spy, and QB contain. So now we have no spy. This time, you're going to put your user in a spy. And when you send the spy, so right as the ball hikes, you're going to let the spy take control of your user. And then when you send the spy, you're sending your user, and then you take control. So you don't actually need to send an extra guy. It gets the same job done. And also, you're going to want to stand closer to the line of scrimmage so that you are the closest one to the quarterback off the snap. That way, it doesn't send the wrong guy. It's a little bit better that way. But this time, it didn't come in. Aaron Donald seemed like he got cut. Aaron Donald actually looked like he disengaged, but for some reason, he didn't come in there. So we're going to set it up faster this time, because sometimes when you set it up slow, it doesn't come in. So once again, cover 2 press. Get everything set up. User and a spy. There we go. See, and I sent my user on the spy there right as he engages his blocker, and it got free. Look at the blitz one more time. You can see, yeah, this was my user and a spy. I sent it, and you're going to see right as I sent it, he started running forward, but then I took over. So we didn't have an extra blitzer, and we still got 91 coming in free, getting the sack. Once again, if you're watching to the end, you're a real one. You're going to get an even better defensive setup. It's very similar. You just audible to the cover 1, pinch your whole team, crash your D-line in, QB contain, put the outside guys in curl flats, and you're obviously your user in a QB spy again. And now, does that look familiar? That looks to me like every defense online right now. I already made a video on this type of defense. Man coverage with all DBs across, and then curl flats in an inside third. That looks like everyone's ideal coverage. We're going to get the disengage blitz work as well. And it came in there beautifully. We had great coverage behind it, all DBs. Now, like I said, the only thing to keep in mind is this disengage is a little bit more inconsistent, but I think the coverage behind it is so much better that it makes it worth it. You know, when it doesn't come in, who cares? You're only blitzing 3. You still got great coverage. But when it does come in, it's beautiful. So if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like. I hope this does you well this weekend. If it's not patched, like I said, though, I have a weird feeling I'm going to post this video and 20 minutes later, they're going to patch it. I don't know why, just a feeling I got. Let's hope that actually happens. I'll be happy if that happens. But if you liked the video, please leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Boys, I'll be seeing you very soon.